All right, we started the journey last week and we discussed heavily on quantum leap advantage, and we learned a lot. Activities were given, we engaged in the activities, and we're super duper excited. And then we are here to finish the quantum leap advantage series. Okay, so as always, we touched on the QLAs. What are your quantum leap advantage? And we say there are two systems of advantage to program your quantum leap. That as a man, as a woman, even without resources, even without your arms, your legs, you have these systems of advantage. Even if you are in the most disadvantaged nation, territory, locality, as far as you know how to maximize these two systems of advantage, you're good to go. And the first system of advantage being men, and the second system of advantage being words. So we took our time last week to explain how exactly you can quantum leap through men. All right. If you remember, just like I do in the comment section, if you remember type I do, we took our time to break that down and we ended there. Because of time, we said we're going to finalize every single thing today. All right. And today we're going to be focusing on words, how exactly you can quantum leap through words. How can you program it in such a way that when men say that there's a casting down, right, you see that there's a lifting up. So it's going to be an adventure, and I pray God for guidance. I pray God for the right choice of words to speak so that when I speak, you don't hear me, you hear Him. All right. And you get the perfect interpretation of what I'm about to break down. This Quantum Leap series is a series that you have to listen again and again and again and again. Not just you, but then it's something I recommend that you share with your family members, you share with your friends, because these are informations that are needed. All right, they are needed. So if you're ready to learn today, ladies and gentlemen, just type in the comment section, I am ready. Whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Zoom, just type in the comment section, I am ready, and I know that you're ready. Okay, just do that real quick. Wherever you are listening to me, kindly indicate, I am ready, I'm going to see it, and then, okay, hold on. Please, can you confirm that my audio is clear? Can you confirm that my audio is clear? All right, how good is the audio now? I got feedback, so confirm how good is the audio. How good is the audio? Is it better? Those on YouTube. All right, Fortune, I see you. I'm ready. All right, I was connected to another device, so I just wanted to be sure if we're good. I am ready. I am ready. All right, fantastic. So let's start. Words, words, words. Ladies and gentlemen, you see, at the basic level, words is used for communication. That's the basic level. You use words to communicate. I'm using words to communicate right about now, right? Basic use of words. This is what people tend to think that all words can do is to communicate. So you just communicate, that's all. But there's more to it. There's more to it. Permit me say an average man only understands the communicative dimension of words. All right. But a man that understands, or a woman that understands her position on earth, understands that there is a higher level words can be used, and that is for creation. If you heard what I said, please type creation wherever you are listening to me. Words are used for creation. So when you understand that words are used for creation, you become more careful how you use your words. When all you know is words are used to communicate, you run your mouth anyhow. You're talking cho 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 cho. It's okay because that is all you know. But you see, when you now understand that there is a higher level as regards to how words are used, which is creation, you become more cautious because you understand that whenever you open your mouth, you are creating. Whenever you open your mouth, you are creating. So you become more cautious, you become more intentional as regards your words. You see, the entire world was created by God through words. You can take out your time, read the entire Genesis chapter 1. All he simply did was just to create using words. Let there be, 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 and there was, let there be, and there was, let there be, and there was. And then he created us through words. And you see, if we were made in his image and likeness, therefore we are gods, no doubt. But what I need you to understand is that we also have that creative dimension through words. And you see, every single thing that was created responds to how they were created. If we're on the same page, please type 1, 2, 3 in the comment section. Just give me 1, 2, 3, give me 1, 2, give me 1, 2, 3. So I know you're following me. All I am saying is that this thing called words that a lot of people have played around with, a lot of people have joked around with it. It is something that has given individuals a shift in dimensions. So when you understand this thing, that's what I'm saying. See, the beginning phase is getting to understand that words are more than just things you use to communicate. They are things that you use to create. The things you use to create. So stay with me. I want to give you some classical examples so that you get this. All right. When you finally get this, then I'll begin to drop the bomb. Bam, 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 bam. But please follow me carefully. Follow me so you don't miss anything. Classical example. We're Nigerians, and I'm sure some persons, if not everybody, have heard of rainmakers. All right, those guys that they will stop rain. They kind of know how to just hold rain, right? They will hold rain. They can move rain to a specific region. If you've ever heard of something like that before, please type yes in the comment section. Maybe it's even happening in your village. I don't know, right? But if you've ever experienced it, heard of it, watched a documentary of it, I don't know. But these guys are real. They're not just in Nigeria, but they're in some certain countries in Africa. And they know how to conjure the spiritual realm and say one or two things, do certain sacrifices, and then they can hold the weather. You are seeing it that it's about to rain, it's about to rain. It's a lie, it's not going to rain anything. They will hold the weather. See, when they announce satisfied, or when whatever activity that is happening is done, then they can release the weather. Oh, I need to understand this. A human being will carry padlock and use evil means and lock the clouds. Water will not drop. And if you're somebody that you're familiar with the village, when you want to do traditional marriage or something in the village, you go and take permission from them. You tell them the day you are doing it. Oh my God. If you're not Nigerian, you will not understand. You have to go and take permission. If you don't take permission, they can send rain to just that your location. Bam. Anywhere you run to, the rain will pursue you. As funny as it sounds. But guess what? We're looking at people that are doing this through diabolical means. Let us look at a man that did this through a legitimate means. So I'm using classical examples. All right, I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to bring it down. Like I said, I'm still learning the Quran, so much of my references will come from a general perspective and then from the Bible. Prophet Elijah, a man came and used words to shut down the clouds and say, for 3.5 years, there shall be no rain. And guess what? There was no rain. One man. Why am I saying this? Because words create. The same person stood and brought down fire. Bah! Words. Words. Somebody please type words in the comment section. Type in words. I'm saying it because when you remember the topic, quantum leap advantage. So I need to understand this because you already have everything within you. Check, you have this thing, your mouth is there. But could it be that because you don't know its use, you felt that the reason of the mouth the purpose of the mouth is to be eaten? No, it's to create, not just to communicate. Joshua was fighting with his people. All of a sudden, Joshua turned and said, the sun set, this thing will not go well. Sun, be still. And it was like that, though. It was like that. The sun did not move till the transaction was successful. Words, ladies and gentlemen, words, words, words. And the same words were the exact things that Pharaoh used to transfer authority to Joseph in an instant. In an instant. Words. Words. Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau through words. And if you've done your research on the Jews, the Israelites, as of today, how they transfer blessings, how they transfer inheritance, is not through properties. It is through words. A man will prefer to receive words from the father, from an authority figure, from a mentor, than to be handed over resources because he understands the implication. of those words. The institution of marriage, are you aware? Before some of you listen to me, you're married. Before we started calling you Mr. This, Mr. That, it was a man of God that proclaimed words. I now pronounce you man and wife, man and woman, all right? I now pronounce you husband and wife. I now pronounce you husband and wife. And that's how the journey started. Fast forward, you're here, Mrs. Nkechi, Mr. John. That's how it happened. True words. So you can use words to create, not just communicate. And science have recorded experiments on the effect of words on plants. If you've never heard of it before, you should check online after this training. Check videos. That an experiment was conducted and they kept 3 plants and they put in a fertile soil, right? In 3 vessels, they put in a fertile soil. Listen, they put in a fertile soil and they planted seeds. They just put some seeds inside. The first container, they didn't do anything, they just kept it one side. The second container, they kept repeating every single morning, you're a bad seed, you're not going to grow well, just saying bad words, hurtful words to that seed. Does the seed have ears, ladies and gentlemen? No. But guess what? The seed started growing and it was growing abnormally. All right. The plant started growing abnormally. All of a sudden, the thing just emaciated and died. And then the third vessel, they kept saying, oh, you're a good seed, you're a beautiful seed, you're an amazing plant, you're going to yield beautiful flowers, yada, yada, yada. Kept saying sweet things, amazing things, beautiful things, complimenting the plant. And the plant started blooming and blooming and blooming and blooming and blooming and blooming and blooming. Words. Why am I saying it? Just the same. Imagine the effect though, on plants. Then imagine what you have done over the years by insulting somebody else. Imagine what you have programmed over the years by using wrong words on your kids, by using wrong words on your husband, by using wrong words on your wife. Useless woman, useless woman, useless woman. And you have been saying useless woman for the past 15 years. And now, if we look at her, it is what you have created that she has become. Oh, my child. He's not a serious child. He's a dull child, dull child. You said dull child. Now the child is 28 years old, cannot use his brain. He is dull. It is you that have created that child through your words. I'm saying this because wherever you are now, wherever you are now, whether you like it or you don't like it, you are the one that created that reality. If you heard what I said, type in yes. Whether you like it, whether you want to argue with it, whether you don't want to embrace it, you are the one that programmed it. If we check, we'll see how you ended up there. There's no money in the country. I'm always broke. I'm always broke. I know you're here like, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. What kind of life is this? You programmed it. You programmed it. So I want you to pause for a second. I want to pause for a second. I want to help you. So let's pause for a second. What is your name? Type in the comment section. What is your name? Please talk to me, somebody in the comment section. What is your name? Type. I want to know, what is your name? What is your name? What is your name? I want to know. Talk to me, somebody. What is your name? What is your name? What is your name? Let's move fast. Let's move fast. Okay? Let's move fast. It's your name. Come on, just type your name. Not your full name, not your husband's name, all right? Not your son's name. I'm saying, what's your own name? What is your own name? That's what I want to know. All right, that's what I want to know. So let me see. Okay, beautiful. Now, what is the meaning of that name that you typed? Please talk to me, somebody in the comment section. What is the meaning of the name that you typed? Talk to me. What is the meaning of that name? What is the meaning of that name? I want to know. What's the meaning of that name? All right, so I'm seeing Bridget. So Bridget said, my name means strength. All right, I'm seeing Adiola says crown of riches. Talk to me, somebody. All right. uh okay, if he says fortune. Okay. All right, let me have mercy on those on YouTube. All right, let me see what's going on there. Okay, I'm seeing thanks be to God. I'm seeing the right way. I'm seeing fidelity. Oh, beautiful, amazing name. What I need you to understand is that when names are given, it is intentional. But the question is, The name that you have been given, listen, you either speak the words or somebody speak the words upon you. Listen. So they have spoken a word that your name is strength, that your name is riches, your name is the right way, right? But the question is that your reality? Are you even cautious? Or are you the opposite of your name? I'm saying it because I've seen a lot of joy that they don't have joy. I've seen a lot of happiness that they don't have happiness. So they tend to be the opposite of their name. So if there's anything you get today, perhaps the whole session might not ring a bell, but getting the idea that, okay, let me start with my name. Can I begin to live the reality attached to this name? Can I begin to show strength in relationships, strength in finance, strength by virtue of my health, strength by virtue of my spirituality? If you're getting me, please type yes in the comment section. All right? Give me yes, give me yes. So I'm saying God is good. I'm saying, okay, my mother has come back. Okay, okay. Interesting. All right. Interesting. Beautiful. All right. So I need you to get the concept. Words are very powerful. That's why any sane parent will question, this young generation, they just name children anyhow. Why did you give him that name? Why? Why this name? Why that name? And you see, our parents are so amazing because largely it's Nigerian people that are listening to me here. So our parents are so amazing that they will give you an English name, they'll give you a native name. If it's from two different cultures, the husband and the wife, they'll bring one from the husband's side, they bring one from the wife's side. Why? Because we want to furnish this child with names that will carry him or her to the right path. It's very important. Very important. So stay with me. I want to share with you some truths about words. All right, some truths. If you're ready for the truth, type I am ready. All right, let's go. If you're ready for the truth, type I'm ready. Type I'm ready. Type I'm ready. Type I'm ready. Let's move fast. If you're ready for the truth, type I'm ready. Type I'm ready. Type I'm ready. Okay. Type in I'm ready. Type in I'm ready. Okay. My prayer is that as I say this, you're not just engaging the chat box, but truly these things, you're learning one or two things. It's very, very key, honestly speaking. Honestly. Because you need to understand that if you're at a point where you are no longer comfortable with things, what do you need to do? You open your mouth and begin to program. You open your mouth and begin to program. That's why the devil will always try his best to find a way to waylay you to a point that you see. Once you stop talking, you're gone. Once you stop, you're gone. You're gone. Listen to me. Creation happens through words. Creation happens through words. Whatever you want to create, if you don't get to a point where you begin to speak about it, nothing will happen. Nothing. Nothing. I say nothing. There's a specific amount that I've been speaking about since the past approximately 2 months. That by 2030, this amount must be somewhere. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you leave it like that. But then I've been speaking about it, okay? And I'm going to state it here because by 2030, we're going to reference back to this video. 120 million naira by 2030. And I'll speak it into reality. Don't worry. Just come back here 2030. It will happen. Because I understand the creative dimension of words. Everything starts there. So until I am bold enough to declare that thing for the universe to hear and begin to orchestrate and bring together opportunities to ensure that it comes to pass, nothing for me. Number two, words reveal culture. When an Igbo man begins to speak, you know that that's an Igbo man through his words, right? So that means words reveal your identity. A Hausa man is speaking, we now know his identity, all right? You go to UK and a Nigerian is speaking, oh, my brother, because his or her words have revealed their culture, their identity. Why am I saying this? There is a way people that are failure speak. There's a way people that are success speak. There's a way a poor man speaks. There's a way a wealthy man speaks. There's a way a sick man speaks. There's a way a strong woman speaks. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a way a spiritual man, a spiritual woman speak. The question is, how are you speaking? Because when we look at how you're speaking, we just know your identity. No, three different words. You see people lamenting, oh, there's no hope, there's no hope, there's no hope. It reveals their identity. You just know that, no, 1 plus 1 is 2. And you see, oh, the person is good in reading human beings. No, not at all. You are good in not using your words correctly. So you always reveal your identity. Where you are today is as a result of your words. There's no two ways about it, honestly speaking. Look back. You see, it's all about coming to a point of honest review, to accepting the fact that I am here because I'm the one that carried myself. Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It is one thing for you to carry yourself into this level. It's another thing for you to allow yourself to be swayed into the level. Because if you're not speaking, there is somebody that is very smart and he knows how to position people to speak on your behalf. And whatever the results, you will carry it. I will explain. There's no money in Nigeria. 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 Over 200 million people have said there's no money in Nigeria. The words have gone up to the cloud and it has closed the heaven on these persons. But there are some persons that, amidst all those words that's been said, they are saying there's abundance in the land. 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 And it looks as if things are just happening for selected few persons. They're like, they are lucky. They are lucky. No, because they have refused for their atmosphere to be programmed on their behalf. They are taking charge. But for you, anything that happens, we will just be managing. In life, na small, small, na jeje, na jeje, na jeje. True blessings are in words, not things. If you heard what I said, please type yes in the comment section. True blessings, true blessings are in words, not things, no resources. In if I'm to use the worldly standard, right, just of the world, would you prefer so that we choose and you understand the dimensions to this, would you prefer 100 million naira from Dangote or having the endorsement of Dangote on whatever you want to do on earth? Which would you prefer? 100 million naira and that's all, or having him endorse you through words that whatever you want to do, that's my son, that's my boy, that's my mentee. Which do you think is more powerful? Taking the money and leaving, or grabbing that endorsement through words? Obviously, grabbing the endorsement through words. Obviously. But you see, an average man, I beg, you can keep the endorsement through words. I beg, give me money. Give me money. And then you collect the money. It looks as if you're moving in cycles, left, right, and center. So your words are, we're going deep. Your words are a revelation of your hearts. The Bible says, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth will speak. That it is what has entered the heart and it has filled the heart up. It will now ignite your speaking. That when a man or woman begins to speak, it is a revelation of what is in their hearts. That how do you know a good man? It is through his heart he will speak good. How do you know a bad man? It is through his heart he will now speak. That's why the Bible will keep echoing, guard your mind, guard your heart. And what I need you to understand is that this heart, it is through words that things come into the heart. So you can look at it like this: words, heart, words. Words, heart, words. That's why you have to be very careful. Very careful where you expose yourself. The things you see, the things you listen to, it's very, very key. Because when it comes to the realm of the spirit, it is strict on speaking. You can just say, I have freedom of speech. How we say it though? I have freedom of speech. So you'll be talking anyhow, you'll be talking anyhow. Not knowing that you are programming an outcome for yourself. I know my right, and then you say rubbish. You see the rubbish, it's a seed that you have sown. And in due time, you will reap. You may lack everything in life, but no words. If you heard what I said, please type 222 in the comment section. You may lack everything, every single thing in life, but not words. You might say, oh, Mr. Emmanuel, you don't know my state, this one, that one. I understand, but you still have words. You have no idea. I understand, but you still have words. No matter the state you're in, you still have words. The only time it's game over is when you refuse to use your words. But as long as you have decided to use your words, you still have power. That's what the Bible says kings reign through their words. It is for this very reason, if you're somebody that you are the village type, you understand, you've been to the village, you just say somebody don't say, Igwe said. Once they say Igwe said, nobody questions. Even though Igwe was not there. For the fact that Igwe said this, Igwe said that. Game over. Game over. Words. 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 You must understand this. You cannot just be hoping that things will happen when you have refused to program the things to happen, because your quantum leap is at the mercy of the words you utter and words that are uttered upon you. But you see, the greatest is the one that you utter. That's the greatest. So, but if you fail to utter these words and somebody will constantly be uttering it, useless boy, useless girl, you are a failure, you are a failure. And then instead of you to be there creating that I'm a success, everything comes to me easily, whatever I lay my hands on prosper, and you're just there. Before you know, you're like, what's going on here? Is it my village people? Whatever outcome you see, you permitted it to happen because you had the ability to course correct it, or you permitted it to happen. So if you're going to start taking charge, just type in the comment section, arise. If you're going to start taking charge, type in the comment section, arise, 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 arise. My mind was saying I should have said awake, 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 awake. Without arise, without awake, all right? It's all good. But it's time for you to take charge. It is time for you to take charge. And you take charge by owning your words and understanding that my words are so precious that it is not just only meant for communication but for creation. So you become very careful what you say. That even oh my god. Stay with me. All right. Stay with me. Stay with me. Technologies of words. All right. If you are here at this point and you're still listening to me, type in TOW. All right. Technologies of words. What are the technologies of words? I've been mentioning it and I'm gonna flow with it. So stay with me. All right. Words transfer spirits. As I am speaking to you, I want you to understand that I am transferring, how we say it in the normal level is like energy, 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 right? I'm transferring energy to you, transferring energy to you. Some persons, the energy will bounce because they're not even open to receiving it. It's totally fine. But then I'm transferring, and it depends on how you position for it. Some persons, their bottles are closed, so nothing will drop inside. Some, they're opened up, the spirits will penetrate. But what I need to understand is that when you begin to use words, you are sending forth spirits. And there's a spirit in charge of failure. Listen to me well. There's a spirit in charge of success. Poverty is a spirit. Abundance is a spirit. Every single thing, love, joy, peace, these are spirits that you can use words to program them to happen. Oh, I just like this family. Everything looks okay for them. Because they are spirits that have stood as gatekeepers to understand that, to ensure that this family, there's always joy. Because they created it through words, through words, through words, through words, through words. Not just that alone. Words create life and also destroy death. So you can use your words to kill somebody. You can use your words to kill somebody. That one, you know, go ever make them. That one, I failure, forget. Olodo. You can use your words to create. It's just a matter of time. Once you send it forth, okay, you send the next day, send the next day, in 365 days, you have uttered it every single day repeatedly that you can, this person can never become anything. And then you're like, how come other people are becoming something, but then nothing seems to be happening for you? Because you as the father, you as the mother, you created it. or you as the brother you created it, or you as a sister you created, or you as the auntie, the uncle you created it. In our family, are you aware in our family, nobody actually is a millionaire. No, nobody becomes a millionaire in our family. Take it easy, oh. Yeah. And guess what? That man believes it. Everybody in the family have now synced in. That words have created a stronghold. And it's what is limiting the entire family. Oh. Because you see, evil spirits are looking at avenue where you just sleep, mistakenly sleep. They will step in and take full position. Honestly, don't play. See, the spiritual realm, nah, they're not joking. It's physical realm that you do things and you're like, you get away with it. When it comes to the spiritual realm, no, those guys are serious, very, very serious. And you also have to be very, very serious because life is not a game. You're not here to just play and then just do whatever I want to do and then you die and then you go. No, you must be intentional. You must be intentional. So, words transmit authority and position. I've explained this using the story of Joseph. It's very key you understand this. With words, you can transfer authority to somebody, you can transfer position to somebody, you can transfer mantles to somebody through words. Remember, we're talking about how you can quantum leap through words. So, what does that mean? You might be at the point where things are not going as planned for you, but then you now know somebody that things are going as planned for this person, and by virtue of honor, now you see where the boats you see where the boats are coming together. By virtue of honor, you honor this person, all right, and this person now transfer authority, position over to you. From the same page, please say yes. All right. If you're just listening to this for the first time, you might not get what I'm saying. I'm referencing back last week's coaching session. So through words, you are now able to tap from this person's grace, tap from this person's anointing, and then that now gives you an avenue to quantum leap. And somebody that sees you say you're lucky. No, but you programmed it. There's no such thing as luck. There's no such thing as luck. It's preparation meeting opportunities. And there are certain things you do to get that preparation done perfectly well. Perfectly well. All right. So there are 4 keys to improve your words. 4 keys. I'm going to share it with you. If you're ready for the 4 keys, type 4 in the comment section. There are 4 keys as we begin to close that you can use to improve your words. All right. 4 keys, not 40 keys, not 45 keys, just 4 keys that you can use to improve your words. That's when you speak, because there are a lot of persons that when they speak, nobody regards what they are saying. Nobody. Nobody. Why? Because they have not improved their words. Their words are it's just at the communicative level, no impact. There's no impact. So there are certain things you do to increase the impact of your words. When you do this thing, even you become more careful how you use your words. So 4 keys to improving your words. As a father, you need to understand this. As a mother, you need to understand this. As a son, you need to understand this. As a daughter, you need to understand this. As a businessman, you need to understand this. As a career man, career woman, you need to understand this. As a human being, you need to understand these 4 keys. There are more than 4 keys, all right? But then I'm giving you these 4 keys to hold on to. And my prayer is that as I hand it over to you, your hearts are open to receiving it. Key number 1, watch what you allow enter your heart. You want to improve your words? You must become cautious what enters your heart. When you go online, there are certain things you are supposed to run away from. Run, don't look back. Run, don't look back. I remember when I entered TikTok, right? I registered for TikTok. I registered first for Snapchat. And when I entered, I'm like, no, that was the last day. The first day I registered was the last day. No, I cannot. I cannot. If you know what I mean, it is what it is. Me, I say I cannot. Other people can't, but I cannot. And then I entered TikTok. I tried my best. I tried my best. I tried my best. I ran away. I ran away. So you have to watch what you allow enter your heart. Because you see this demon that we have purchased and we're using it to do every amazing thing, which is a mobile phone, it has caused more harm than good. I need you to understand that. And at some level, it has caused more, good than harm because that's the what we're using to attend this session. But you have to be careful. You have to be careful because most of the times it might happen that you're guarding your heart, and then you follow through somebody's WhatsApp status, and that thing will just lead you astray. You are gone. You are going to just poison your heart. And you see, the way the human mind works is that there's something we call mental picture. There's something we call mental picture. The mind is the most dangerous camera that we have ever seen. Dangerous. So once it sees a thing, it grabs the image and it never forgets that image. That's why as I'm speaking now, if I mention certain things, a picture will come to your mind. True of us. If I mention certain things, a picture, an exact picture will come to your mind. The picture that will come to your mind is different from the picture that will come to another person's mind. Different pictures. Why? Because there's a mental picture that have been taken. There's a mental picture that have been taken already, never to be deleted. Ah, yeah, yeah. So when you know this, why not be careful the kind of things you permit your mind take a picture of? It might be a text, a word somebody will say. It might be a video. It might be a picture. It might be a voice note. And it enters your soul. You're like, how did I get here? You permitted it. So you have to protect your atmosphere because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth will speak. You must learn to intentionally protect your atmosphere. There are some people's status you have to mute. I know you say, but you know I'm doing business, so I need to be. I understand, but I said it. I was speaking with an amazing friend this afternoon, and then I said there's somebody that is very amazing, but I had to mute the person's status. I had to. I had to. Before me, I would disappear. I just had to mute that person's stance. Very amazing person. But come on, no. Wisdom is profitable to direct. So if you permit evil come in, evil will come out. If you permit good come in, good will come out. It's give and take. So what are you permitting coming? So you now have to intentionally watch who and what you hear. And you also watch who and what you see. Because if you allow social media dictate things from you, you're gone. All of a sudden, you start sounding, there's a way you listen to, for example, there's a way you listen to a comedian. All of a sudden, you start sounding like a comedian, but that's not you. There's a way you listen to somebody that is offended, somebody that is bitter, right? All these people that are carrying feminists on their head before they come after me, and all those people, something man did them something, or something happened, so they are bitter, they are offended. As a woman, there's a way you sit down under those people, they will now pour into you. When they are done with you, no man will be looking at your side. And you think, what happened? What happened? A spirit was transferred into you. One dangerous spirit. One dangerous spirit. There's a way, if everything you're listening to is poverty, scarcity, before you know, you're like, okay, because you've worn that cloak without you knowing it. That's why you see there are some channels on YouTube, channels like Alox, they tell you this is the home of future billionaires. And you go there, the people that are there are people that are looking at prosperity, abundance. You go, you listen to some persons, listening to them, you now know that there is hope. There is hope for humanity. There's some people, you subscribe to them. There's no hope with those people. No hope again. The world is about to end tomorrow. You become scared. You're the one permitting it. You need to move fast. You must learn to energize your words through prayer. If you heard what I said, please type prayer in the comment section. Whether you are a Muslim, whether you are a Christian, listen, I'm not preaching, I'm telling you what it is. Yes, so because if we understand that it is a spiritual that controls the physical, then we cannot be ignorant to some certain things. No, sir. So you must learn to energize your words through prayer. Before the word comes out, you pray about it. Before you have that meeting to discuss that idea, you pray about it. Before you speak to that person, you pray about it. So that your word will not just be mere words. Why am I saying this? See, the wicked people, the evil people, they understand these things. That's why they're going to be chewing stick, if you know what I mean. They'll be chewing stick before they show up. And it might be that you have an amazing idea, and the person does not even have an idea, but because the person has chewing stick, the entire night the person was chewing stick or chewing stick. The person shows up and says, okay, this is it. Everybody's saying, yes, sir. Amazing. Wow. Value. Wow. You have it. And then here you are, that person with the heart of gold, who actually has every single thing in check. They're looking at you and they're asking, so what did you say again? You explain. They say, the thing is not clear. What did you say again? The thing is not clear. Okay, come back another time. And you think it's ordinary, Abi? You think when it comes to business, business is just buying and selling. We'll just do it and we'll just be going like that. No. So you must learn to energize your words through prayers. I'm saying it because even in parenting, because you told Junior, stop smoking, and you think it will stop. You don't know that it's a spirit that is controlling that transaction, Abi. Serious spirit. So you need to energize your words so that when you speak to Junior, the words will enter. And Junior will say, no, the way my mommy spoke to me, I can't do it. No, I will not do it. My mommy said I should not steal. I will not do it. Why? Because there's energy. There's energy attached to that word. It's not a kalu word. So volume changes nothing. You are shouting, hey, do you know who I am? You know how we shout it now. Do you know who I am? You're just calling for attention. Nothing. Forget. Nothing. He just they make mouth. Nothing. Ask an average Nigerian man that is shouting, do you know who I am? Oga, who are you? They'll keep quiet. Oga, who are you? They'll keep quiet. But you see, you want things to change. You start with prayer. All right. So when you energize your words, even when you're not there, you can send your words on an assignment. Even when, listen to me, even when you are not there are some people that they are no longer alive, but their words is still carrying weight. You don't understand. Let me show you a testimony. There was one time I don't know, one funny headache like that. The headache was now becoming more than headache. You understand? It's now becoming more than headache. I'm like, what's all this? And I have read God's General or Roberts, Smith, Wigglesworth, those guys. And then I went on YouTube, but my head was banging. Yeah, seriously banging. And I went on YouTube. I listened to, I think that should be a 1980 something 30 minutes healing service with Oral Roberts. And I listened through. When we were done with the service, that headache went. The headache go. He went, never to return again. Why am I saying it? This guy is no longer here. For words. I'm saying it because there are some persons that there are certain things your parents shared with you. There are certain things your grandparents shared with you. The thing is in your heart like this. It's still carrying weight. There are certain things you want to do. The words will align you back. The words will align you back. You don't need anybody to talk to you. It realigns you back. It realigns you back. All right. So the longer you energize your words, the more potent it becomes. The longer you energize your words. So if you're somebody that you hardly pray, you're just trying to, just say, life, what is life there? What is life? The wake up, we get it done one day at a time, one day at a time. Sorry, my brother, my sister. I was fortunate to meet somebody, young lad. When I came to Lagos, young lad will always echo, I don't believe in God, this one, that one, yada, yada, yada. What is God? Da, 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 da. Just claiming to believe in something that I don't understand. And, saying there's no need for him to pray, the Bible is, da, 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 da. Many years later, not many years, few years later, the guy is let me use, pardon my French, his state, right about now, he needs God. Wallahi. He's now, that's all I can say. No, no. I'm saying it because whether you're a Christian or a Muslim, you must understand that the spiritual realm, what we see here, they are programmed there. So when you understand this, you now know that you too, you can step back and begin to program things to happen. That people look at you and they're like, how come you have everything figured out? I do have everything figured out because I have the resources to program things to happen in my favor. Now, number three, if you're with me, type 3 in the comment section. You must infuse your words with love. Yeah, God is love. So you must infuse your words for your words to be of value, for your words to be of good repute, for your words to have a high level of creativity. If I'm to use that, it must be spoken with love because the nature of God is love. And how we say it, love is kind, love is patient. So that your word, is it a patient word? Is it a kind word? Or is it a word that when somebody hears, they will never recover? They will never, like, you will drop that word, and thank God for mentorship. Oh. Thank God for mentorship. Because the person speaking to you, if I drop some words, and you'll be like, yeah, damn, See, the word will follow that person. Eh? It will follow that person is a goner. But thank God for mentorship. All right. Thank God for mentorship. Thank God for mentorship. So, will what I want to see bless others, or will it cause and mock them? You say, I was just trying to correct them, or you insulted the person, you finished the person, you slaughtered the person. You finish the person. So your words must be truthful and helpful. Your words must be truthful and helpful at the end of the day to edify, help this person to a better state. If that is not how you want to share the word, leave it. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Your words must be spoken in the name of a spirit. All right? I know I'm speaking to both Muslims and Christians. So your words must be spoken in the name of a spirit. I did bracket Jesus. The one that me I have accepted. Fantastic. It's a must. You don't understand. See, in the spiritual realm, there are some spirits that, you see, inside evil, there is evil romance. I need you to understand. That's why some of you listening to this, you are even sleeping. Oh, you think it's ordinary? I'm telling you, you know I'm talking to you. Listening to this, you are sleeping. Something that has the ability to change your life, you're sleeping on it. Some of you are trying to get your mind, your thought focused. It's not working. Some of you have to listen to this thing again and again and again and again for it to sink. For it to sink. That's why we started with prayer. So that we'll commit the coaching session into the hands of God. It's very, very important. Very important. So that as I'm speaking to you, you're not just hearing one Mr. Emmanuel that is just there. No. Say, what is he saying? What does he have to say? It's not me that is saying. So your words must be spoken in the name of his spirit. Proverbs 18:10, the Bible says, the name of Jesus is stronghold, and the righteous run it therein and they are saved. All right? The righteous run it therein and they are saved. A lot of persons, you want to do it on your own. It's not going to take you far. It's not going to take you far. Let me give you an analysis of why this part is important. Imagine a scenario where my father, for example, is Elon Musk. All right? Yeah, my father is Elon Musk. Although my dad is Elon Musk at his level, so calm down. All right? But then the Elon Musk, that's my dad. And then I go to Zenith Bank, and then I say, okay, I am here seeking for assistance, 100 million naira. And my dad sent me. Who is your dad, young man? Elon Musk. Elon Musk? Really? Elon Musk? Okay, okay, fine. Let me speak to the MD. We need to do this. We need to do that. Okay, at the moment we don't have 100 million naira, but then we're going to connect some branches together. It's done. Why? Because I have a superior backing. That is what I need you to understand here. That I did not just speak of my own accord. No. There is a spirit backing me. So which spirit is backing you? Which spirit is backing you? Because to thrive effectively on earth, you must have the backing of a spirit. I need you to understand this. Some people have decided to, do business with the evil spirits. All right, that's on them. But then, see, the Bible made it clear, you are either hot or cold. You either choose the bad people or the good people, but you cannot be in the middle. If you're in the middle, spit you out. Come on, choose one. Choose one. So you're either with Lucifer or you're with God. And you have to decide fast. In the book of Acts 19:15, an evil spirit answered and said, hey, Jesus, I know. Paul, I know. My brother, now who you be? Jesus, I know. Paul, I know. My sister, who are you? Who are you? You see, the question, who are you, will ask when you appear of your own accord. And you see, if it is discovered that, how we say it now, only you are Kakon, what you will receive. What you will receive at that instant, I will not say anything. I'm not going to say anything. Or leave it at that. So I'm saying this because your word must be spoken in the name of the Spirit. And that's why you see how we maximize it In the name of Jesus, rise up and walk. That's a powerful name, right? In the mighty name of Jesus, and then things begin to happen because that name conveys authority, that name conveys power, and in all dimension, it is a recognized name. I don't want to preach. I'm trying my best not to preach, but let's leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, two things you need to understand as we begin to close. Two simple things. You either use words to your advantage, or it will be used against you for good or for evil. I'll say it again. You see that place that you are in, that your office, you either start using word to your advantage or somebody else will use it. And I pray that they are using it for good, not for evil. You see that business you're doing, you either use words to your advantage or it will be used against you. I pray that it is used for good and not for evil. Because here's the thing, somebody can come and be smiling with you, but behind the scene, they are dangerously programming evil with their words. They don't need to listen. See, it is better somebody carries knife and choke you. And then we see that one, then somebody will sit and begin to use words. And begin to use words. And because you're not discerning, you don't even know where it's coming from. Yeah. And then you're just seeing consequences. You're just seeing consequences because you were ignorant to the fact that you too can stand guard as a man, as a woman, and begin to create a shield of fortification using words. That's why you see some persons, no matter what happens in this nation, they are okay because the fortification they have by virtue of their words and how they have cooked their words, right? Nothing will happen. And they'll tell you nothing. Nothing. You see somebody that does not understand this, any small thing will be panicking. Hey, God help us. Hey, God help us. Hey, God help us. Hey. Somebody that understands this will just keep calm. And largely what they might say is, it is well. Let the will of God be done. It is well. 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 And if you're somebody that you're close to me, you know that it is well thing. My goodness, there are times that I'm all choked up. Like, it's here. And the devil is saying, just talk. Just the same way Job's wife was like, nah, cause Job chukudi, curse God and die. She understood what it means to open your mouth and utter a word. So just curse God and die. Come on now, you don't suffer. Do. What's all this? But you see, her speaking, it was from the abundance of her heart, right? And she was speaking. And Job said, though he slay me not. No, 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 no. All right? No. So life hack. And I'm giving you this as a gift. And I pray that you maximize this gift. The moment you are angry, stop talking. Somebody type that in the comment section. Stop talking. The moment you are angry, stop talking. You can paraphrase it and say, stop creating. The moment you are offended, stop creating. The moment you are disgusted, stop creating. Because a lot of people have created things and there's no way you can stop it. It has gone, it has gone. You cannot say, okay, no, I made a mistake. Yeah, the Bible says, say not before an angel that I made a mistake. Some person tried it in the Bible, they died. On the spot, they died. On the spot, they died. See, it was so brutal in the Old Testament. It was so brutal. As you are just doing your thing, you'll be collecting. Bah, bah. So the moment you're angry, you're offended, you're bitter, stop talking. The moment you're envious, stop talking. In a state of badness, if I'm to use that word, a state of evilness, wickedness. And you know when you enter that state, stop talking, stop creating, stop, pause. And do you know what you do? You find a way to change your atmosphere. You find a way to change your atmosphere. This is why it's important that you have an earpiece. This is why it's important that you have a headphone. This is why it's important that you have a Bluetooth device. Because in that state, the best you can do is you plug in your headphone and you shock yourself from the entire world and start purifying your mind. Because at that point, if you dare create anything, have you seen situations where somebody steals somebody's money and in that state of anger, the woman will just, how we say, the woman will just naked herself and swear that until A church rat stops stealing or eating something, it will never be well with you. And that person's see that no matter what that person does, no matter who helps that person is a goner. He can never amount to anything. Never, never. So the moment you are angry, no matter how offended you are, no matter how hurt you are, stop talking. Because how you would respond immediately, it will be very different from how you respond 1 week later, 1 month later, 1 year later. You just go that it wasn't really an issue. That thank God. Some persons have reacted and then they come back, they're like, hey, it was a mistake. I'm sorry. But ladies and gentlemen, sorry won't cut it. Creation has happened. I am sorry. Creation has happened already. So you apologizing. What's the apology for? Yeah, you're a good person. Apologize. But creation has taken place. The devil cashed in on that moment. I don't know if somebody is hearing me. The devil cashed in heavily on that moment. But here's the good news. All hope is not lost for a man, a woman, a boy, a girl, a father, a mother, a son, a daughter, a businessman, a career man, a businesswoman, a career woman that understands how to use words. All hope is not lost for such a person. So we're going to do classwork. But before we start the classwork, because we're going to practice what we learned today, if you learned something today, please share in the comment section. I'm curious. I want to know what exactly did you learn today? What exactly did you learn today? What exactly did you learn today? And not just that, what exactly are you going to start implementing? Learning is one thing, implementation is the next level. You can come here, you accumulate every single, yeah, yeah, yeah. But then you leave and you're still the same person. No, you didn't learn anything. No. It would have been better you didn't show up, honestly. That's why I'm not saying anything as regards the attendance number. No. Could it be that some persons they show up, but they don't engage, right? They don't do necessary activities. So it's just there. I understand. I understand. But then if you're to show up by all means necessary, it should be that I'm coming in to pick one thing, right? Maybe just a word. And once that word drops, I'm going to take it to heart. I'm going to implement it. Because that is the only way you know that you are growing, ladies and gentlemen. That is the only way. So talk to me in the comment section. All right. What did you learn and what are you going to start implementing? I need that feedback. I need that feedback. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. All right. I need that feedback and that feedback. So we need to move speed and then we close. All right. And then we close. All right. So I'm seeing Mr. Otaka says, I'm going to stop talking when I'm angry. Right? Yeah, when I'm angry, it's very, very key. A lot of people have lost it in a state of anger, and only for them to sit back later and they're like, it was a mistake. I didn't know. I didn't mean those hurtful words to you. I, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but the words have been said. You have scarred that person. Sometimes it's at the point of you destroying a relationship. So if you're somebody that you're intentional about building solid relationships, a lot of persons, listen, a lot of persons, they are struggling to find the one, you understand? And the struggle is simply because they don't know how to use their words. So they use their words to destroy the relationship. Use their words to destroy the relationship. But the beauty is that we can change. We can change. All right, that's the beauty of it. So we're going to practice what we learned. We need to move fast and close. We're going to practice what we learned today. So you can say this wherever you are. Okay, I just pieced together some things, but then it's us practicing what we have shared thus far, and we are super duper grateful to God for granting us illumination, for guiding us here today. More importantly, for letting us understand this concept, this secret, the technologies, the keys that people have used to program success for themselves, that people have used to initiate for their generations unborn a life operating at a level. I'm saying this because, you see, while we're growing up, my dad will always say, he knows the children he gave birth to, that none of us will operate at the bottom level, that anywhere we find ourselves, it's always at the top. It's always at the top. It's always at the top. Always at the top in leadership. Always at the top. Whatever. Always at the top. Always at the top. Like joke, it started happening now. All of a sudden, this one will come back and say, okay, they say they want me to be head boy, they want me to be head girl, they want me to be class captain, they want to give me this position, and I'm not fit for it. I remember in 100 level, they were telling me to go and be course rep in the university. I say, no. Say, no, you are the right man for the. Where do you know me from that you're saying I'm the right man? But guess what? Words will bring things that even you know I'm not qualified for this thing. They're saying, no, you do it, you do it, you do it. You can use words to program a state of ease for yourself, for your children, for your children's children. But if you don't know these things, what then can you do? So wherever you are, let's do this real quick. And then you're saying this, so you're saying this with all emotion, with every depth of understanding as regards to what we have discussed thus far. So it's not a thing that is just written on the slide. No, I want you to internalize it. That truly, whatever you lay your hands on, it prospers. Whatever you can call your name, whatever Emmanuel Zevi, lay my hands on, it prospers. Whatever you lay your hands on, it prospers. Not just that, but Emmanuel Zevi, I am blessed in the morning. I am blessed in the afternoon. I am blessed in the evening. Now, you see, the thing with this exercise is the fact that when you begin to say it, sometimes you begin to see its manifestation immediately. Sometimes it takes a while. And for some persons, in that state of it taking it a while, they don't engage in it. But you see, this must become a lifestyle for you. That you understand that you are blessed in the morning, you're blessed in the afternoon, you're blessed in the evening. Now, when an incident happened in the morning, you are saying all things that happened, whether bad, they're happening all for good. It's going to turn around and become a good reason, a good cause for me. You now need to understand that your business, your job, whatever you're doing, it keeps going from a state of glory to glory, and there's no decline. It's a mentality that you must have. It's a mentality to enable you position yourself well. Because if you feel that it's always in the position of decline, it affects your heart and it affects how you speak. The works of my hands are blessed. The works of my hand. You must believe it. The works of your hands. As a mechanic man, the works of your hands are blessed. As a tailor, the works of your hands are blessed. As a barber, a stylist, the works of your hands are blessed. As a baker, the works of your hands are blessed. As a branch manager, the works of your hands are blessed. The works of your hands are blessed. I carry the favor of God. Right? You know how we sing that song? Favor. It surrounds me like a shield. No, my voice is good for music. Eh? Amen. Good. So I carry the favor of God. And all who see me desire to bless me. Like Esther. And all who hear me are blessed by my words. I'll say it again. I carry the favor of God. And all who see me desire to bless me. And all who hear me are blessed by my words. It's very key that you possess this kind of mentality. You're like a magnet, and people are just gravitating towards you. They are gravitating towards you. They are gravitating towards you. And you see some people like that, you see, there's something they are using, they are not telling us. There's something. Yes, there's something they are using. And even if they tell you, you will not use it. Because maybe you're somebody that you say, come on, really, just that thing. Yes, just that thing. You understand how to use words. I am God's investment. I cannot fail. I cannot fail. I am God's. He has put in a lot. He took out his time, made me in his image and likeness. He said, before I was formed, I was born, he knew me. That he has plans for me, plans of good and not of evil. Unexpected end, sure end. How can I now fail now? How? I'm God's investment. I can't fail. I can't fail. If you're here, you have an investment. Are you praying for the investment to fail? Let's be honest. No. So if I'm God's investment and I understand how human beings look at investments, I cannot fail. Because the one who sent me is not a failure. And the one who has all the stakes counting on me, I know who he is. So I'm blessed in my city. If I'm in Lagos, I am blessed in Lagos. If I step into Abuja, I'm blessed in Abuja. Step into Port Harcourt, I'm blessed in Port Harcourt. I step into Ghana, Accra. Yes, blessed in Okpo. I'm blessed in Ghana, I'm blessed in Nigeria, I'm blessed in South Africa. Anywhere I lay my feet, blessing. I'm blessed in Africa, I'm blessed in the globe. It's a mentality. When you now understand these things, somebody looks at you and they say, what is driving this person? They can feel the energy. They can feel, and the thing is, when you start saying all these things, you might not look like it. Hey, another challenge. You might not look like it. I think if you start saying it next week now, everywhere, but you see, in consistently building on this year one, year two, year three, year four, year five, what you have programmed. Once it's time for you to reap, you're like, where is all these things coming from? Where is all these things coming from? Oh God, I don't deserve these things. Where are they coming from? Da, 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 da. You programmed it. So I have an assignment for you. Should you choose to accept the assignments? Number one. And remember, the assignments are not compulsory. The assignments we have been given from the first coaching session, the second, and now the third, they're not compulsory assignments. Should you choose to do the assignment, it will do you well. Should you choose not to do the assignment, it is totally fine. It's totally fine. But every assignment is to make you a better person. So there are two levels to this assignment. Level one, identify 10 to 20 words, affirmations, how we call them, from the Bible, from the Quran, that you will send forth daily before you step out of your house. All right, step out from your house. So that's level one assignment. Okay, should you choose to accept. Level two is you're going to record yourself saying it and then listen to it daily, whether in the morning, whether in the night. If you got the assignment, please type yes in the comment section. Give me why yes. If you got the assignment, type in why yes. So level one is you're going to identify 10 to 20 affirmations. All right, some of you already do this, so you already have what you need. So level one done. Level two is aside from you having to declare it day by day, have a recording of yourself going through those things. Have a recording. All right. It does something to your mind. It rewires your mind. It rewires your mind. Makes you more conscious. I know you can go online and download those ones online and you're listening to I'm meditating on it. But then I'm saying I want you to hear yourself. I want you to begin to speak to yourself. All right. I want to begin to speak to yourself. So these are the assignments for today. If you have questions, please, you know how to channel it to me. As we begin to close, I'll just share the announcement. Okay. But then if you have questions, feel free. You can channel your questions to me and I'll answer your questions. Okay. Answer your questions. Try my best. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, but I'm going to try my best answer your questions. But I want to appreciate everybody that made out time to be here this very evening to learn to build yourself. And how I will say it day by day is the goal is not to impress you, not to motivate you, not to inspire you. No, that would be a waste of our time. But the goal is to impress on you the understanding, the desire, the consciousness that you can be more, that you can do more, that you can have more. All right, I'll say it again, that you can be more, that you can do more, that you can have more. That is the ultimate goal. So, few announcement. How do you become part of the academy? All right, we have divisions, and you choose the division you want to come on board with, and then we get you started. So, first off, we have our social media division. So, the social media division, you will learn how to use social media to build or scale your business or brand in the global market. That is social media. If you're a business person, you want to know how to use social media to take what you do to the next level. We have that division opened up. You can key into the division because you listen to us and then you have access to a unique identity code. What that has given you is access to a discount on how you can come on board with this with just 70,000 naira. All right. And then we have our cash flow division. The cash flow division also discount affects it as well. So you can use our proven cash flow system to accumulate 1 million naira in 6 to 12 months saying yes to the academy. I'm going to show you how you can get that done as well. So if you're somebody that you're saying, okay, I want to start making money online, I want to start making money offline, something on the side, you want to have a plan B, like a backup plan to set your cash flow. So you're okay at a certain level. Yes, we have that and we have you covered. You can come on board the cash flow system. We have our mentorship and coaching division, which is the glimpse of what we're doing here, where we focus on very powerful topics to enable you to reinvent yourself as a business person, as a career person. So it centers on mindset, relationship, health, spirituality, and finance. And we go deep. We go deep. All right. Personalized coaching, we go deep. Group coachings, we go deep. To access this as well, you're making a one-time fee discounted of just 70,000 naira, and then we get you started. Then we have our charity division, largely to give you an opportunity to give back to the society. So that's an avenue for you to help the less privileged by either deciding to feed a family or send a child back to school. And all you have to do for this, you're just paying a token of 7,000 naira to be of support to charity and help other individuals. Then we have our investment division. All right. So we show you how you can set up a perfect retirement plan and how you can make your money work for you. All right. See, this investment division is reserved for individuals with a consistent cash flow. So if your cash flow is not consistent, please don't look at this part. It's not for you. So if you're having a consistent 1 million naira, a consistent 500,000, a consistent 200,000 coming in monthly, and you want to know how your money can start working for you, all right, long term, not short term, how you can set up a perfect retirement plan in the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, we're going to work with you here. There's an application form you pick up. It's just 5,000 naira. All right, you pick up the form, you make your payment, you get the form, you fill the form, you indicate your desired interest. We only have 2 portfolios activated for this. All right, we have the portfolio for 1 million naira. That's why I say it's somebody that has consistent cash flow. It's 1 million naira to set up a portfolio, and then there's 1.3 to set up a portfolio. So if you don't have that level of just settle with other divisions, you can later move to this division if you so desire. So to access any of the divisions, use the Synergy Academy online store. If you ask for the link, it will be sent to you. But then it's www.seller.com/m/Synergy Academy, and then you go, you make your payments for any of the divisions, or you make your payments for charity, or you pick up the application form, and then we're going to guide you through. A consultant, a coach will get back to you. If you still have more questions, what I said is not clear, it's totally fine. You can reach out to the person that gave you access to this very information, and I'll just be a call away to assist you and show you how exactly what we have can be of benefit to you. We also have a WhatsApp platform where we share some vital information that is not disclosed to the public. So if you want to be part of the WhatsApp platform, all you have to do is click this link. Oh, the link is not able to, you can't click the link here, but it will be attached to this video. You can ask for it to be sent to you, www.bit.ly/join Synergy Academy Tribe. Okay, join SAT. So once you click enter on your browser, there's a form, you fill the form so we can have your data, and then you'll be channeled to the WhatsApp group. That's how we'll get it done. So next week, we're focusing on how you can reinvent yourself. Next week is going to be a banger, if I'm to use that word. So we're going to start an episode, a series on reinvention, right? How you can reinvent yourself as a businessman, how you can reinvent yourself as a career person, how you can reinvent yourself as a student, a father, a mother. This is a series that, trust me, you would not want to miss out from. So, by the special grace of God, we are going to work it out together. So, my charge to you is whatever happens, do not come alone. Do not come alone and don't miss out. I also advise that you go through this information again and again and again, and you also share it out with somebody that you love and you care about, maybe somebody that is not really good on words, so that this person can know how to use his or her words. There will also be a shorter version for this that will be made available so that anybody can just easily go through it.